or is it still a challenge?
Okay, let me say at least as Mutisi has said, banks are putting some affirmative measures to have women-centered products. But still, by the end of the day, if you don't have, let's say, do I call it collateral, something to attach to that loan, it also becomes a problem. Because for young women who are trying to establish business, sometimes they don't have those collaterals.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they need to finance your LPO. Probably you don't have those big businesses that can bring that, can give you enough leverage to get that financing. So basically, I think there should be a better way of
doing this.
Yes, and again, if you go to some of the banks, assuming you have that collateral, you have a land, they do valuation of the land. Funny enough, if the property is below 500,000, the rate is 4%. And anything above 500, the rate is 3%. You know, anytime I try to figure it out, I'm like, should be the other way around. If you have 1 million, you are more richer than the person who has 500. So still, as much as the product are there, still it's a little bit difficult. The smaller you are, the more difficult it is to access those products. So as you grow bigger, things become a little bit easier. And it should be, because we are incubating the small businesses. We are incubating the startups. So it should be easier for them to have this access.
Absolutely.
And you know, even the trust thing, when it comes to finances, no bank want to risk their money with a business that is not predictable. For you even to get that access, Pauline has mentioned, you need to be in the business for almost 4 to 5 years. You cannot just wake up today and decide I'm getting. I'm walking to that bank, I'm selling my vision, and they will help me incubate and get there. But one thing I appreciate these government bodies like Kenya, Industrial Estates and KIRDI, at least they are making that small effort, because they actually finance small business, they incubate you. Actually, they even go to the point of giving you the premises as they walk you through. The only problem with these bodies, they are not so much well known. I don't know, for some reasons, they are not shouting, you know. They need to shout for people to know they exist. For the young people, most of them don't know KIE exists.
They don't know.
They don't. And if they know, they don't know what they do.
You're right. So there's a lot of lack of information, because you know, that's a lot of untapped potential that is now there, sitting just that there, because they don't know. So I think what you're saying then, from what you're saying, there's a lot of work as well for even these bodies. You know, yesterday, I still refer to yesterday, some people are saying, what is Keproba? What do they do, you know? I mean, then they only see news things, you know. Sometimes it doesn't even make it to the news. At AFCT, what? Okay, so, you know, and they really don't know that there's a lot of, you know, paths they can walk in to even better, you know, their own business as well. Wow. By the way, you know, I never put you on the spot, but I wanted to ask you, why you not, are you in intercounty trade?
Yes, we are.
You are?
Almost 40 counties we are.
Okay, lovely. I wanted to know that, because it's good to always ask that.
Unfortunately, I never carried our product, but they are well known. Everyone knows Ringos, the easing in the market. Everyone, we know Urban Bites when it comes to grapes.
Yes, that's not that.
Yes,
no, that's the one that is known now. That's okay.
Ringos children, everyone knows the terrible thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because our focus is mostly on general trade.
We
need every kid to get a feel of a snack. And those things are amazing.
Healthy snacks.
So what we are saying is this: since you did not bring products,
I will send a consignment of it.
Please send it.
Your next panel, they will be enjoying all that.
Next week here, we're gonna actually be having Pep Chang around, so we will have yours next year. So as we eat, I have to taste it live and tell people how it's. That's me taking advantage as well. But anyway, we appreciate these kind of conversations. But hey, Zavi, you know, that question that Bet was talking about, you know, trying to see how we can help people. really get information, you know, even about even financing and all those things. I just wanted to know, because did you ever have that as a challenge? I'm not saying that there's some money that you had kept a lot somewhere there. Definitely, I know there must have been, wow, okay, Naivas is here, I need to distribute all over. What do we do? How did you navigate that?
Every time, every day, there's always something. I know, like I said, you know,
There's always something. Eh?
there's always something that you need. There's always money that you have to pay for.
Yeah,
So when money comes in, I can see the market is growing, so money is coming in. I'm having paying customers. But now, when the money comes in, it also has a place that it needs to go. It's quite a challenge.
Yeah.
So what has worked for me is just your network, is your net worth, as they say. So I've ensured that I have good friends that can either finance when I need and I need money. My family, friends and family mainly. I have tried approaching banks, but they say we are high risk. And of course, like I said earlier, my book of accounts, when they look at it, recently I got into one, it was actually this week, and they just told me, gosh, how are you going to pay back this money?
Wow.
Then I said, I have POs that I need to service, and I do not have the money. But you see, they're just like, how are you still going to be able to service this? So it's quite a challenge. What I'll just encourage women, and what has worked for me is just being in associations, joining CAM, joining, I'm also in 08, being in KEPSA, as in you get to meet these people. I remember telling one of my mentors, who was actually Flora, and Flora just told me, I don't think it's the money element that you need. It's not financing. You don't need a loan from the bank. And she walked me through what I need, because most of us are always busy writing either proposals for grants and equity and all that. She told me, Pauline, let's listen. You do not need money. You do not need a loan.
A loan,
Yeah, and she took me through all the things that, expand your market. Get more customers, get paying customers as you're waiting for the POs to be, or for the invoice to be paid. Then you have other people that are paying you. So use your network. And my network definitely would be the various associations that I am in. And CAM has just been amazing. The people in CAM will always support me. Anytime I'm going for a meeting, they tell me, bring in your snacks.
I'm still on you because, I had Betty talk about overtaxation. I think Mutisha as well mentioned that. What's your comment on that? Do you feel something needs to happen?
Wow. They need to reduce the cost of doing business. We just want to grow. And you've just heard them mention that the cottage industries, women are doing businesses in their kitchen. That's where things are coming out from. I'm in a group called Above the Radar, where these women, we are about 250. Half of them do not have the proper licenses. And it's because of the fear, because you're told you need to get this, you need to, they're many, there are over 5 of them. So you're just thinking, for me to be able to take my my products to the market, or for visibility, a place where I'm visible to the to the government, then that means I'll have to look for about $1 million for me to do all that. So I have seen it, and they decide to, I know they say above the radar, but they decide to stay under the radar.
But Betty, I think that's maybe one of the main reasons, the one that you brought up about taxation, that most of these businesses remain informal. Because honestly, if it's going to be all this hitting hard.
The levies recently was what? Digital tax.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many.
There's so many, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone has corrected me. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, just to challenge you, Maina.
Yes.
And this is something that I've been doing.
Yes.
I like traveling around the county. So the first thing that I usually do when I enter into a business is, you see the reception area.
Yes.
That's where all the licenses are.
So
I usually take a photo and keep it. So I always ask myself, what is really important? Maybe we could be hanging deco of our Kenyan artists and all that. But we end up adding licenses, right? Proclaiming who is in charge. Yes.
And they don't look very good, but anyway. So Najma is watching and she's like, Rico's very good product for kids. Wow. So she knows it. And she's watching from South B. The other question she's asking is, where can we get business-friendly finance as women? And I don't know how to answer that. Who's going to help me with that? She's asking that question. At least I've had Pauline talk about, sometimes family, friends, networking and all that. Is there somewhere else, guys, we can help Najma think through where she can get friendly business financing for women?
Which you have.
I know. I'm
I've not been successful.
Najma looks like in the house. No. What do you advise her, Betty?
Maybe SACCOs. Would maybe, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, still, I don't want to look like I work for these other small government bodies because I don't.
Yes.
But I think they can look, the bodies are there.
They're
Only
there.
that sometimes we lack information to explore, as I had mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I took time myself sometimes back, walked to KI, not knowing what I was going to do. I just walked, and I'm like, wow.
Okay.
And to my surprise, when you give your, they actually even help you to write a proposal of their business. And to some point, they finance you and they walk you through.
Okay.
You've heard Pauline mentioning about KIRD. They will incubate you. They
Yeah.
will even help you. They will materialize your business, your idea. And now even banks. One thing with Kenyans, we are scared of risk.
Yeah.
Walk in all those banks,
Yes.
the 40 of them, and keep asking.
Yeah.
I have
Keep
been
asking.
saying, funny enough,
Yes.
someone will believe in you.
Someone will.
How? But it happens.
Absolutely.
And
And thanks a lot for that.
the need
because
varies.
yeah.
You might walk there, you will never get financing. Someone else walks there and they get, I think it's the convincing power or something. Huh? I think it's just taking that extra mile, walking. And when the government are giving, for the youth, I've seen youth, first I thought it was a scam, but it really works.
Oh, it works,
I've seen young boys getting
some finance.
some finance, the youth fund.
Okay.
They have started cybers, they have started small businesses.
Yeah.
There are those affirmative actions with the government. Huh?
Okay.
People
Okay.
need to explore them.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. You know, it's already past 9. As I told you, we can speak when we are 3. We can speak for 3 hours. And I just want to bring in a parting shot. And anything that you feel this conversation as well that we're having, you know, you want to let it out. You don't leave without saying it. So, and I think I want to start with you, Mutisia. You know, what's your parting shot, especially to businesses? Today, there's a speciality, especially we're looking at women in business as well. What's your parting shot to them? As an encouragement as well, that, you know, maybe, I don't know, is it too gloomy or do we have some hope?
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for the opportunity. Mine is especially to the young people.
Yeah.
One of the things that I can tell you as a young person, you may not have the capital, you may not have the connections,
Yeah.
but you have the beauty of time working for you.
Yeah.
So begin right now, build yourself,
Yeah.
find out what are you passionate about, research about it, begin small,
Yeah.
and just like a child begins from crawling all the way to taking the first steps,
Yeah.
years down the line, the challenges that you feel are very pertinent to you
Yeah.
will be a success story to you.
Yeah.
Then to women, there is no wrong time to begin. I know sometimes women lose a lot of their time, especially in family dynamics. But whether you begin at 30 years, whether you begin at 40 years, there is no right time for you to go back and build that passion you have been having as a woman.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, I know that was a parting shot, but I have an additional thing because I know that Wing is heading to North Rift. I've seen you talking about it.
Yes.
I mean, to South Rift, Eastern, and even Coast.
Yes.
You know, my simple question is, why is this deliberate move to engage women in the counties?
The more, why we picked that up is because majority of the women in manufacturing are based in Nairobi.
Yeah.
And we have been having a conversation with the governors and the county executives in charge of trade, and telling them, look, you need to engage more women, engage more youth.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the counties that has been quite receptive within that network you have mentioned is Uasin Gishu.
Yeah.
We have a lot of potential there in women in manufacturing. I will not mention some of the companies that have been handholding some of other women. Yeah. But we are going there so that we can tell the young people, the women, come around, learn from where they began their journey.
Yes.
For example, if Anzavi is there, Anzavi did not just wake up one day and have a package product in Naivas. You need to hear their story to get encouraged. So if you are in those counties, please feel free to join us and participate in the conversation.
Lovely, lovely. Wow. Okay. Now, before I jump in there, there's a comment here, then I get to the other parting shots, you know.
Okay.
And I think for all the women, if you're there, as you have said, it's a call to action.
Yes.
Get there, get to network. And I think, Pauline, you've brought that well. So, Betty, what did you have to say about that? But before you go there, I've just seen a very nice, interesting comment. I want to read it. Tim Wangi Wasami. That matoke crab were heavenly. I have tasted it like 5 times.
Amazing. Thank you.
Matoke?
Thank you, Matoke.
Looks like you'll have to leave it here. Now, anyway.
Definitely.
Yes. Betty, your parting shot.
Okay, for me, let me digress a little bit. Let me look
Go
at
ahead.
women. Now, we have women in business, the
Yes.
owners and women who are employed.
Yes.
They are helping to carry the owner's strategic objective.
Yes.
So one thing I would encourage businesses, women are innovative.
Yeah.
Women, we were created. I
Yeah.
can brag on that.
Yes.
We are very good in multitasking. Yes. So basically, women are good in
We cannot argue on
businesses.
that. Yes.
Whether you are a man or you're a woman, but you need women in your strategic team.
Yeah. Yeah.
They bring a wider lens of strategic thinking.
Yeah.
They're quite innovative. The only thing we need to do is put up cultures
Yeah.
that support them. As you know, we are human beings that have so many roles at the same time.
Yeah.
We need to balance. We need to balance.
Okay.
And if you look, if employers are able to balance that,
Yes.
the result would be great.
Absolutely.
So let us consider women in every business, and especially in
Yeah.
top leadership.
Yeah.
And all businesses or organization, including our CAM, where our CEO is a lady.
Yes.
CAM, most of the people don't even know CAM is more of a private. They think it's a government body or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
a
they
big
think.
body.
Yeah.
The impact is huge.
Yeah.
And who is on top? A woman.
Yeah.
So let's think of putting more women in strategic level.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay. Finally, Azavi, since you made this place look so beautiful,
Oh, thank
what's
you.
your parting shot? And I know you can have a lot.
I
but
can
just-
have a lot,
I
right?
know.
Let me try and minimize.
Yeah.
What I would say, I would like to invite more women
Yeah.
to join the manufacturing space, and mainly the food sector.
Yeah.
There's so much post-harvest losses that are happening. Azavi cannot do it, and other companies that I collaborate with in the food manufacturing. There's so much. We can feed Kenya. There is no way that we can see food going to waste in Eastern. And in Northern, people are going hungry. We need chance. We have that potential. Do not fear. I know there's a fear of trading in the various counties. You've had us say the license fees, even just before starting the business, how much you really need. Please do not fear. Come join associations. Come and join Kenya Association of Manufacturers. You'll meet women who have been there before you, and they will walk you through. And I always say, lift another lady. If you're a lady in leadership, please lift another lady that is below you. I mean, don't look at competition.
Yeah.
Let's collaborate. Let's move the economy of Kenya together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And for the county governments,
Yes.
if you could put everything in one portal, that will make it easy for, or a conducive time, to give a conducive time to businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, that will come in really handy. Especially right now with digital innovation in place, we are in that season right now. I think you just need to change your systems.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's have that there.
Oh, I cannot put it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had it from the counties all the way. And I want to
and
shout
to
out.
come, let me
Yes.
just say thank you so much for the mentors, for the coaches, capacity building, the market access that you have presented to me. I'm really grateful, and not just to me, and to many other women who are in the association. We're truly grateful. Thank you so much for being our voice.
Wow, lovely. And we appreciate such voices because, you know, with togetherness is power.
Yes.
That's what KM has done as well. So we appreciate you for all that, and even any other body as well that has been mentioned, KIPS and all others. I want to give a shout out to Kinara Mecha, following from Eldoret, and I hope you've gotten some things in. I could not give a shout out to everybody else who said I just picked some randomly. But we are past time, and my goodness, and I need to enjoy my Madoke crisps.
Yes.
And plantains, you know.
And your team too.
Absolutely. So thank you so much once again for coming. It's just been an honor, and for us they say you have to keep talking about these things so that change can be seen.
That's true.
And even, distribute these messages out here and there so that the voices on the ground can be heard as well. And if you're in the field, manufacturing, thinking, oh my goodness, this is not possible. No, we are saying don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. As Betty said it, keep knocking those doors. You never know, one may come out, and agree, even if it's finances, and to help you out. So from us here at BizTalks, it's really appreciated, especially even our YouTube viewers. Shout out to you all, our Facebook followers as well. And remember, you can always have this conversation on all Bizna TV and Bizna Facebook as well, platforms, as well as MC Moments. So I want to appreciate all your time. My parting shot is this. We cannot fight ourselves, our very own. When we see innovations coming up, and we've had women are very innovative. When we see innovations coming up, let's not be the people who stifle such things by overburdening them with, these compliances that they have to do. Some of them duplicate compliances from the national level, then go to county level, then inter-county as well. When they're crossing over, I don't think these things are necessary. And to the leadership, we're asking you, sit down, really observe and see, are we stifling businesses that will still end up paying tax to us? And how best can we harmonize this so that we have smooth approaches towards this? Tax as well. Have you ever considered thinking about even tax breaks for the startups? Such kind of things. We need to talk about this, and you need to really address this better. I know we are moving to a change of government, but we hope that you can put down mechanisms that will safeguard businesses, because without businesses, the 90% that move this economy, especially in the SME sector, then you're not doing well. All the best. This is BizTalks. Keep talking and keep working as well. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.